Every man knows what it feels like to run out of energy. That slow fade sometime after lunch, when motivation dips and the body feels heavier than it should. For most, it becomes normal. They blame work, age, stress, or lack of sleep. But what if low energy wasn't just about exhaustion? What if it was a signal? A quiet message from the body saying something's missing. Doctors have known for years that when men start to feel drained, it's rarely just about sleep or effort. It's about nutrients, blood flow, and cellular efficiency. And sometimes the fix doesn't come from supplements or stimulants. Sometimes it comes from something as simple as one fruit. The fruit I'm talking about isn't exotic or rare. You can find it in almost any grocery store. It's the pomegranate, often called the fruit of life. For centuries, it's been used in ancient medicine to restore vitality, improve stamina, and support male health. But what makes it remarkable isn't folklore, it's biochemistry. Modern science has finally caught up with what ancient healers already knew. Pomegranates have a unique ability to improve blood flow, protect testosterone, and restore cellular energy from the inside out. At first glance, it seems like just another fruit, red, juicy, slightly tart. But inside those seeds lies a powerful mix of natural compounds that directly influence how your body produces and uses energy. Pomegranate is loaded with polyphenols, L-gitannins, and nitrates, all of which play a key role in supporting circulation and oxygen delivery. When blood flow improves, every system in the body benefits, especially the heart, brain, and reproductive organs. That's why in clinical studies, men who drank pomegranate juice daily showed measurable increases in blood flow, endurance, and even testosterone activity within weeks. But let's step back for a moment. Why does blood flow matter so much for energy? Because blood isn't just fluid, it's fuel transport. Every time your heart beats, it delivers oxygen, nutrients, and hormones to your muscles and brain. When circulation slows or vessels tighten, whether from stress, poor diet, or age, the delivery weakens. Your cells don't get enough oxygen, mitochondria slow down, and fatigue sets in. You're not actually tired. Your cells are starving. Pomegranate reverses that process naturally by supporting nitric oxide production, which relaxes and opens blood vessels. It's the same mechanism that expensive supplements and medications try to mimic, but the fruit does it gently, safely, and holistically. What makes pomegranate special compared to other antioxidant-rich foods is how deeply it affects endothelial function, the health of the inner lining of your blood vessels. Think of the endothelium as the control panel of circulation. When it's smooth and flexible, blood glides easily. When it's inflamed or stiff, flow becomes sluggish. Over time, this stiffness leads to everything from fatigue to poor performance and higher blood pressure. Pomegranate's polyphenols directly repair and protect that lining, keeping it elastic. And then there's another layer: testosterone protection. Men lose about 1% of their testosterone per year after 30. That might sound small, but over a decade, it's a serious drop. What's worse, stress and inflammation speed that process up. The liver converts more testosterone into estrogen, and the body produces less in general. But studies have shown that regular consumption of pomegranate juice or extract can reduce that conversion and support natural testosterone production. One study even found a 24% increase in salivary testosterone after 2 weeks of daily pomegranate. The reason is simple. When circulation and antioxidants improve, your testicular and adrenal cells get more oxygen, which helps them function properly. It's not a booster, it's a restorer. Beyond hormones, pomegranate has another quiet benefit. It helps your body handle stress better. Chronic stress creates oxidative damage, basically, chemical rust inside your cells. That rust affects everything from brain clarity to energy metabolism. The antioxidants in pomegranate neutralize those free radicals before they cause harm. Think of it as giving your cells a shield. They waste less energy defending themselves, and more energy doing what they're supposed to do. What's fascinating is how quickly these effects can appear. Within days of consistent consumption, men often report warmer hands and feet, clearer thinking, and better endurance during physical activity. That's blood flow improving. Within a few weeks, sleep quality improves, because better circulation means deeper recovery. Over months, it can even influence mood and drive, because healthy circulation increases dopamine sensitivity and oxygen delivery to the brain. There's also something poetic about this fruit. In many ancient traditions, the pomegranate symbolized life and vitality. In Greek mythology, it represented renewal. In Persian medicine, balance. Modern research has simply translated that symbolism into data. Each seed is a tiny package of nitric oxide precursors, antioxidants, and nutrients that literally renew your cells from the inside out. The key to getting the most from it isn't in large quantities, it's in consistency. One small glass of 100% pure pomegranate juice, or a handful of fresh seeds taken daily, can create noticeable changes over time. The effects build slowly but steadily, like charging a battery. Of course, as with anything, context matters. Pomegranate works best as part of a balanced system. When your diet supports circulation, when you move, when you rest. It's not a magic fix, but rather a catalyst that helps your body remember how to function optimally. Combine it with good hydration, deep breathing, and daily sunlight, and the results amplify. Think of it as reconnecting the dots between ancient wisdom and modern physiology. You don't need complex protocols to feel alive again, just small, intelligent actions done consistently. And in that sense, pomegranate isn't just a fruit. It's a daily ritual, one that speaks to the most fundamental truth of health. The body already knows how to heal, if you simply give it the right conditions. So tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for another coffee, try something different. Pour yourself a glass of pomegranate juice. Sip it slowly. Let it remind your body what real energy feels like. The kind that doesn't spike and crash, but flows quietly, steadily, and naturally through your veins. Once you make pomegranate part of your daily rhythm, something begins to shift quietly but unmistakably. The changes aren't dramatic at first. They're subtle, almost invisible. You start waking up with a bit more clarity. The morning fog fades faster. Your breathing feels easier, your pulse steadier. Within a few weeks, you realize that you're not crashing in the afternoons anymore. The energy that used to fluctuate begins to even out. This isn't placebo. It's the result of your cells finally getting what they've been missing. Because what pomegranate does, more than anything else, is restore the body's ability to move blood and oxygen efficiently, which is the foundation of all vitality. Every cell in your body depends on mitochondria, those tiny energy factories that turn nutrients and oxygen into ATP, the molecule of life. But mitochondria are sensitive. They're damaged easily by stress, poor sleep, and oxidative waste. When they weaken, you feel it as fatigue, irritability, and slower recovery. Pomegranate's unique antioxidants, especially punicolagens, directly protect and rejuvenate mitochondria. They neutralize free radicals, repair membrane damage, and even help cells produce more mitochondria in response to demand. That means your body doesn't just feel better, it functions better. You're literally rebuilding your energy infrastructure from the inside. At the same time, improved blood flow means those mitochondria get a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients. It's a feedback loop. Better circulation fuels better energy production, which in turn supports better circulation. Over time, this loop strengthens. Your heart rate becomes more efficient, your blood pressure stabilizes, your recovery from exercise accelerates. It's the quiet kind of strength that sneaks up on you. Not the rush of caffeine or adrenaline, but the calm endurance of a system that's finally working in sync. What surprises many men is how strongly this translates into mental clarity. The brain, despite being only 2% of your body weight, consumes 20% of your oxygen. When circulation improves, so does cognitive performance. Pomegranate's polyphenols cross the blood-brain barrier, protecting neurons from oxidative stress and supporting the release of dopamine and acetylcholine, two neurotransmitters that control motivation and focus. You don't just feel more awake, you think faster, remember more clearly, and react with sharper precision. Many people describe it as quiet alertness, not hyperactivity, but focus without friction. Then there's the effect on the endothelium, the thin layer of cells that lines your blood vessels. Over time, most men experience microdamage here from stress hormones, high blood sugar, or poor diet. Those microscopic injuries create stiffness, making it harder for blood to flow freely. Pomegranate's bioactive compounds repair that lining and stimulate nitric oxide production, which signals the vessels to relax. That means smoother circulation to every organ, including those responsible for male performance. Several studies have shown significant improvements in erectile function after consistent pomegranate intake, not because it acts as a stimulant, but because it restores natural blood vessel responsiveness. The result is organic confidence, not chemical. Long-term, these vascular improvements also protect the heart. By reducing inflammation and oxidative stress, pomegranate lowers LDL oxidation, one of the first steps in plaque buildup. It helps maintain flexible arteries and healthy blood pressure. The same process that improves vitality also guards longevity. In fact, cardiologists often describe pomegranate as cardioprotective fruit, and for good reason. Its effects ripple across the entire system, from the smallest capillaries in your skin to the deepest vessels in your core. Another fascinating piece is the impact on inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the silent drain on male energy. It eats away at testosterone, clogs circulation, and exhausts the immune system. Pomegranate polyphenols work as natural modulators. They calm excessive immune responses without shutting them down. It's not suppression, it's balance. Over time, inflammation markers drop, joints feel looser, digestion improves, and sleep becomes deeper. That's the cascade of recovery. When inflammation falls, hormones normalize, and energy stabilizes. Speaking of hormones, one of the most overlooked benefits of pomegranate is how it supports cortisol regulation. Cortisol, your primary stress hormone, is essential in the right amount, but toxic when chronically elevated. High cortisol competes with testosterone production, increases belly fat, and weakens blood flow. Regular pomegranate consumption lowers baseline cortisol, partly by reducing oxidative stress in the adrenal glands. It's like taking pressure off the system. The body no longer has to fight constant fires. When cortisol levels drop, testosterone can rise naturally, and with it comes drive, mood, and physical strength. What makes all this even more powerful is how interconnected it is. Better blood flow improves sleep, better sleep improves hormones, better hormones improve recovery, better recovery improves circulation again. It's a self-reinforcing cycle of health, all triggered by something as simple as nourishing your body with real food. This is why the ancient symbol of the pomegranate was not just fertility, but regeneration. It's the fruit that teaches your body how to renew itself. There's also a fascinating link between pomegranate and gut health. Inside your digestive system live trillions of bacteria that control everything from immunity to mood. When you eat pomegranate, your gut microbes break down its compounds into smaller molecules like urolithin A, a metabolite that directly enhances muscle endurance and mitochondrial efficiency. Urolithin A is so powerful that researchers have tried to isolate it for supplements, but the natural source, whole pomegranate, remains the most balanced way to obtain it. This compound helps muscles use oxygen more efficiently and reduces fatigue during physical effort. That's why men who eat pomegranate daily often report stronger workouts, faster recovery, and even better posture, because their muscles stay oxygenated longer. Even your skin reflects these internal changes. Increased blood flow brings more nutrients and oxygen to the skin's surface, improving tone and elasticity. Antioxidants reduce oxidative damage from sunlight and pollution. Over time, this gives your face a subtle, healthy glow, not cosmetic, but biological. It's your circulation speaking through your skin. What's beautiful about all this is the simplicity. You're not fighting your body, you're cooperating with it. You're not adding artificial stimulation. You're removing resistance. When the body has the nutrients and flow it needs, it doesn't just perform better, it feels better. Energy becomes effortless. You stop pushing through fatigue because fatigue doesn't come as often. Of course, consistency is what unlocks these results. One glass or one serving won't change much, but build it into your routine. Morning with breakfast or evening before bed, and you'll feel the difference over weeks. You can blend the juice with water to reduce sugar while keeping all the benefits, or add the seeds to yogurt, oats, or salads. The point isn't perfection, it's rhythm. The more regularly your body receives these compounds, the more it adapts. Over months, the cumulative effect is striking. Your cardiovascular markers improve, your energy curve flattens, fewer highs and lows. Your mood steadies, your sleep deepens, and your confidence returns. That's not placebo. That's your physiology finding balance. Every healthy choice you make builds momentum. And here's the deeper truth. Men don't lose their vitality with age because their bodies forget how to produce energy. They lose it because they stop supporting the systems that generate it. Blood flow slows, inflammation builds, hormones flatten, and the cycle feeds itself. But when you reverse even one of those factors, when you restore flow, reduce inflammation, or feed your mitochondria, the whole system reawakens. That's why one fruit can make such a difference. It's not magic, it's leverage. So when you reach for pomegranate, don't think of it as a supplement or a quick fix. Think of it as fuel for your foundation. Each seed is a signal to your heart, to your brain, to your hormones, reminding them what vitality feels like. Over time, that message becomes your new normal. You'll feel it in your breath, in your posture, in your focus, in the quiet steadiness that replaces fatigue. And that's the real secret. Not that one fruit changes everything, but that small, consistent choices change the direction of your life. Pomegranate is just the reminder that nature already built the medicine inside the food we eat. You just have to remember to use it.